wanting to end the run. Like, a historic run at 3rd place isn't enough for Soulrifle. He wants to make the full distance and take Genesis.
He wants that trophy right there.
That beautiful trophy.
Beautiful trophy. Look at that. Oh, my goodness.
You were saying earlier for Heatwave, you're going to look at trying to get those trophies for yourself.
Oh, no. Not for Heatwave. But I am going to look at those trophies and just wonder what could have been.
I see. It's kind of like you look at like some famous beach, right? Like, and you're just like, man, if only, right?
Yeah,
if only
exactly.
I could be there.
Yeah, I got to hold it for a little bit. I brought it over to the TO desk yesterday. I'm like, man, this feels right.
Yeah.
But not today.
One day, Steven. One day.
Maybe.
Yeah, you'll get it too.
Not with these two.
You have to wait for them to stop
They're going
playing.
to need to retire before I have a chance.
But the thing that's scary is we keep seeing new players playing at this level, right? Soulrifle bursting into the scene. I don't know when you'll be able to get the chance with these guys.
Well, thanks. I appreciate it.
I love you, Steven, but these guys are too good.
They really are. And we're about to see a rematch of the century. The Cakeassault is on a tear right now, and we're going to start it off right now at Ethereal Gates. Cakeassault versus Soulrifle, the rematch, and Soulrifle looking to just put his name in history, really.
Right. To double eliminate Cakeassault at Genesis would be absolutely incredible.
Yeah, unheard of.
Yeah. But in order to do that, right, you first have to do it one hit at a time, one neutral win. And this stage pick of Ethereal Gates, I wonder if this is a shift in the banning by Cakeassault in order to just have as large of a blast zone as possible to play with, right? Mm-hmm. Focusing more on covering Maypul's recovery and off stage, and you get those chances at more gambling by having these blast zones to not explode by Maypul.
Yeah, and right out the gates, we saw Cakeassault do a fantastic job getting the edge guard, forcing Maypul to just not even die off the side or the top, just not being able to recover. Doing a great job of bleeding those resources, continuing the edge guard, and doing the rinse and repeat we were seeing against him done so many times in that last set.
Beautiful catch on the Tekken plays with just some jabs and finding a second stock. Cakeassault up 2 stocks. This is a very different story than what we saw in their winner set.
Yeah, this is Cakeassault coming out swinging here, where I believe in the winner set, Soulrifle was looking almost dominant for the first game and a half.
Yeah, the first game was a surprising turn for Soulrifle, and he kept it going into the second one. So if he can find that same momentum to start off this set, it would be putting himself in a great position. But Cake, once again, finding that edge situation he wants, but Soulrifle, to his credit, keeps mixing up what he's doing from the ledge, which platform height he's looking for, and whether he wants to come up with an aerial or not. Yeah,
right there we actually saw one of the first ledge dashes that we've seen from him. Normally he's doing something going above, doing a side special on the stage, having some sort of hitbox out, and yeah, he's doing a great job of mixing up his recovery, but it doesn't really matter when Cakeassault is so on point of every option. It's like before he even chooses the new option, the new mix-up, Cakeassault's like, you're going to do this next.
Yeah.
I see it.
I feel like part of that, especially in that last stock, was recognizing that Soulrifle wants to play really hot most of the time before going to those unorthodox options and realizing, all right, I just whipped a move. I think Soulrifle is going to come back swinging immediately to reverse on me. Here's the parry, right? Slow down, make that slower tempo your regular one, and then I can deal with that like more comfortably.
Yeah, one way to play this game that is like I enjoy playing this game in a certain way that basically makes your opponent uncomfortable. Like some people will do their own game plan regardless. Some people will, do a mixture of the two. But if you can make your opponent
Ooh, that was so smart! Sending out the clone to prompt a response from Soulrifle clinging onto the wall, and then Cakeassault capitalizing on top of it right afterwards.
The triple back air, too. You don't see that often.
It looks a little bit like Apsa out there.
Yeah, that was incredible conversion there from Cakeassault. And going to SDI out of the up air follow-up.
But Soulrifle was ready, right? Hit falling to land on top of that high platform to keep that pressure going right afterwards, and taking the stock dead even now for stock 2. Yeah,
and a bit of an unfortunate recovery there from Cakeassault. Not really kind of deciding to go to the smoke and not really deciding to go to stage either. Getting a little, like, fringe right in the middle of it and dying for it. But it doesn't really deter him too much because Cakeassault started up with a nice 60% combo. Oh, beautiful parry there, recognizing the aggression at ledge, and now we get the Maypul confirms.
And here we go, off the top, a beautiful carry right to the very tip blast zone.
And not able to ASDI at that time.
Yeah. And that was also just great incorporation of platform too, right? Getting as much height on Cakeassault before even turning to that tether. Cakeassault answering back on this stock, a back air off stage with Maypul's high. Wow, it's still staying alive.
Yeah. That is phenomenal DI twice in a row now.
Once again, yeah, to the corner, catching the tech roll with the down strong.
Pop sent Soulrifle diagonally down, and Cake knew it.
Yeah.
And was ready for the you're DIing down and in to get to the stage. You're probably holding in on your tech, and then here comes the tech roll.
Beautiful. This is now Cakeassault oh, doesn't get a follow-up. I think it was expecting the roll and trying to get the down air to cover it, but Soulrifle just a little bit too fast, and it's Soulrifle's turn to try to cover the stage.
Yeah, Soulrifle took advantage of a thing there that if you are aerial when you get parried, you have exactly 40 frames of parry-like when you land. So if you get parried as you land, it feels like your parry time is shorter.
Ah, I see. But we have Cakeassault covering that ledge with that forward strong. Once again, getting the second game. This is looking so dominant now for Cakeassault. I know Cakeassault was like so frustrated backstage. He's like, I'm not happy with how I played in winners. He's never happy when he loses, but now we see what happens when Cakeassault's not happy.
I gotta say, this is really reminiscent of Genesis Pass.
Oh, yeah?
This is the ghost of Genesis Pass coming back, and Cakeassault looks like the demon that we're used to seeing. Cakeassault has not lost an RCS LAN this season.
You're right,
and
yeah.
He doesn't look like he wants to today either.
Yeah, winning Riptide and Heatwave against different opponents, too.
Okay.
But not if Soulrifle has anything to say about it, taking that first stock blisteringly early and immediately backing off 2 on stock change. Not going to contest that smoke either, just focusing on trying to keep control. Not even using a nair, wanting to just guess where Cake is, and he gets it too.
Yeah, throwing a simple seed will actually clear the smoke really well, but Soulrifle's saying, I don't really need to clear the smoke. I don't think you're going to be using it in the way that it's going to deter me and make me wait.
Woo! Popping into the back air that close to the top of the stage.
Absolutely dead every time. And dash back into the smoke, into the down tilt afterwards. And Cakeassault's been doing a great job with dash backs in general in this matchup and against Kusi, too.
I got to also shout out Cake choosing the moment when the combo ended to dash back out of the range of getting marked, right? And finally, Soulrifle finds that mark there. And the clone not going to be able to cover that double jump back air. Soulrifle still needing to find a hit to properly secure himself, because right now he's at that same range where we're having Cakeassault guess correctly on the ledge get up. And
Cakeassault was brilliant there on that forward tilt, knowing that there was a Lily hiding behind that smoke. DI down to avoid getting wrapped, even though you couldn't see it.
Oh my gosh!
That's amazing.
Wow, okay. Soulrifle staying very slightly in the lead, keeping himself alive. What a beautiful waveland!
That waveland was pixels away from getting killed by that down strong. Absolutely unbelievable. And we're seeing this punish game come out with gusto now.
How do you have the confidence in your execution after being down 2 games against Cakeassault in the loser's bracket to make everything line up just as you need to? It's so amazing.
Yeah, and now we have Cakeassault at 95% off stage.
Oh, that spike is going to be such a tough angle, and
gets his double jump back with that smoke recovery, and uses his air dodge double jump to recover. And now we're on the move with this combo game. Soulrifle off stage and going as high as possible to avoid it going to the top platform.
And we have Cakeassault withdrawing to the corner at 131% on his last stock. This is well within Soulrifle's reach to bring this to a game 4. That dunk again is going to do it now. Soulrifle yells after taking that game. He looks like he's back alive again.
Yeah, maybe a little bit of nerves going into this loser's final match, but he's looking fantastic after 2 games of warm-up. Maybe he's got a little bit of rev time himself, just like Penguin did in their winner's set.
Maybe. I mean, the thing is, though, now it's not just a long set, but it's 2 of Cake's counter picks.
Yeah, how are you going to deal with Cake counter picks? You're not, right? Cake's counter picks are devastatingly brutal, and we're going to a nice big stage so Cake can set some distance between this Maypul and himself.
Well, yeah, we saw how well Ethereal Gates worked out for Cakeassault, and this is the other super large blast zone stage, and also offering some of the highest platforms for keeping your distance away from your opponent, but who needs that, right? Off a single opening, Cakeassault's going to take that stock only 20% on him.
Yeah, less than 15 seconds on the clock, too. Cakeassault choosing a big stage, has a great long bottom to it, too, and says, but I don't need that room. You need that room, and I'll show you why right now. All the waveland off the top platform there to continue the momentum off stage is beautiful to get that swat, but gets hit by Cakeassault on the recovery, doesn't get any sort of parry, and Cakeassault does find a parry of his own now.
Cake waiting, and beautiful catch on that side special, isn't able to keep it going. Soulrifle sneaking back on stage. but still at 69%, like, he really needs to find something else, especially before Cakeassault gets another one of these devastating edge guards.
Yeah, I want to point out a little interaction that happened there, too. Cakeassault had Soulrifle off stage and knew Soulrifle was going to jump C. So he just jumped over that C. He's doing his best not only to edge guard Soulrifle, but to avoid any sort of free recovery through tether.
Right, exactly. And now we have inching up to that same 60% range for Soulrifle, and Cakeassault still having all three of his stocks. This is looking insurmountable now.
Yeah, Cakeassault looking
back here
dominant
off the
with
top
a
platform.
three-stock.
Incredible turnaround for Cakeassault with the pop-off, making his way back to Grand Finals once again. Soulrifle with such an incredible run. It can't be said enough how much Soulrifle has done for Maypul just in this single bracket.
Yeah, it was a phenomenal run, something we haven't seen from a Maypul in I don't even know how long.
It's like Genesis 5 with Forest, I think?
Yeah.
That's how long it's been?
Yeah, it's been forever since we've seen a Maypul that amazing on such a stage.
And what's so great is that Soulrifle is constantly working on his gameplay too, right? He has always